Once upon a time, in a dusty little village surrounded by hills, there lived a girl named Grace. She was kind-hearted, humble, and beloved by all. Her mother had passed when she was young. Her father, a palm wine tapper, remarried a woman named Martha, who brought her own daughter Emily into the home. But next to Grace, so graceful and kind, Emily seemed dull and withdrawn. Some said she was just shy. Others whispered she was slow, and sometimes even rude. Grace had recently become engaged to Daniel, the wealthiest suitor in town. He was tall, well-spoken, and came from a family of cocoa farmers. The whole village rejoiced. They called Grace the luckiest girl alive. But not everyone was happy. Not Martha. 2 days before the engagement ceremony, Martha called Grace into the courtyard. She said the water pot was empty and asked Grace to fetch water from the stream, but Grace froze. The village elders had warned, never go to the stream at night. That was the spirit's hour. Grace tried to explain. Martha didn't care. She said, "Go now or starve tomorrow." So Grace, obedient as always, wrapped her shawl, took the clay pot, and walked into the night. But she never came back. When morning came, Grace's mat was still empty. Martha screamed the loudest. When people gathered, she told them Grace had gone to the stream. She claimed she had begged Grace not to go, but Grace refused. Emily repeated what her mother said. Grace had gone against their warnings and went to the stream. When Grace's father returned, he was shocked. Her father searched the woods, calling her name. Men followed her footprints to the stream. Then, nothing. No broken pot, no blood, no signs, as if she vanished into thin air. Time passed. Daniel mourned his lover. The engagement was dissolved. Then, slowly, Martha began whispering. She told her husband that perhaps fate had chosen Emily instead for Daniel. Grace's father wanted to disagree, but the elders agreed. And Daniel, grieving and confused, accepted. He married Emily. From the day they wed, misfortune followed. Cocoa trees died, animals fell sick, workers disappeared. Misfortune knocked at their door nearly every week. Emily became sharp-tongued, restless, and bitter. Within a year, Daniel sent her home. He couldn't continue with the marriage. He was tired. Emily didn't argue. She packed her things, wrapped her pride, and returned home. Her mother was furious. "Why are you here?" Martha hissed. Emily lowered her gaze. "There's nothing for me there," she said softly. Emily's return became the topic of the village. The same mouths that once praised Martha now mocked her. They pointed, they whispered. She forced Grace out, they said. Now her daughter is back, empty-handed. But Emily didn't care about their gossip. She stayed at her parents' gabbed house and hoped for a better suitor. Then, one afternoon, a sleek white car drove into the village square. Heads turned. Voices hushed. Many followed the car till it stopped at Martha's compound. From the car stepped a tall, handsome man in a white shirt. He walked around the car, opened the door, and a woman stepped out. Grace, alive and glowing. Grace's father dropped his walking stick as he saw Grace. He limped to her with tears falling faster than his feet. "My daughter!" he cried. Grace hugged him tightly. "Papa, I'm home!" The man beside her smiled warmly. She turned and said, "This is my husband, Caleb." That night, the elders gathered. The entire village sat in silence. Grace stood before them, wrapped in a wrapper of dignity, as she told her story. She began, "That night at the stream, I felt a strong wind. Then footsteps, something pushed me. I fell. When I woke, I was lying in the hut of an old healer. He said I had been saved by the gods. That betrayal surrounded me, but my journey wasn't over." Grace stayed in that village, worked in a small shop, and started living again. One day, her life took a surprising turn as she met Caleb. He was a businessman with cocoa farms and a kind heart. He listened to her story and fell in love with her. And when he married her, it was with respect, not pity. But Grace wasn't done with her story. She pointed to Martha. "You sent me out that night," she said, her voice calm yet powerful. "You knew the elder's warning, but you sent me out, all because you wanted me gone, so Emily could take my place." Martha opened her mouth, but nothing came. The elders rose, angry that Martha could do something like this to her stepdaughter. "She must be banished," they all said. But Grace raised her hand. "No," she said, "it's unnecessary. Everything Martha did only led me to where God destined me to be. Look at me now. I am in a better place. What she planned for evil for me, God has turned it around for good." The next morning, Grace gifted her father a bag of money. She donated rice, wrappers, and food to every home. Children danced, elders wept, her father beamed with pride. As for Martha and Emily, they lived quietly. They avoided the villagers as they were usually faced, with scorn. No one hated them, but no one forgot. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unforgettable African tales. Until next time, goodbye.